how's it going? It's me, Aman, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be checking out super entitled Karens. This basically includes Karens who are just screaming and crying and throwing up over the most stupidest reasons to be angry. So, let's get into it. This Karen who wanted to sue a gas station for their own mistake. Sounds like a regular Karen to me. I'm not even shocked at this point. Anyway, a complete Karen makes a huge mistake and puts diesel in her car, which is now the gas station's fault, of course. Do I have any attorney friends on here that want an easy case and want to get rich with me? The Chevron on Blank Avenue ruined my car and they're refusing to pay for it. I always buy the cheapest gas and I accidentally put diesel in my car because it wasn't clearly marked and it was the least expensive option. I just don't understand, why would you have not asked like the person who's at the petrol station like which pump is which? Like, wouldn't that be like the logical thing? Ooh. Would that not be like the logical thing to do? But no, these Karens are stupid, okay? My car made it 2 blocks before it started jerking back and forth, causing me to sideswipe a car. I told the police what happened and they still ticketed me and said I was to blame for the accident, which is absolutely ridiculous. The gas station is to blame for all this. The pumps at the gas station are confusing, especially when you're in a hurry and on a budget. This is their fault and I want to sue their asses off for the damages they caused and all the emotional stress I've been under since the accident. I'm sorry, what? What? Wait, what emotional stress have you been under after putting in the wrong petrol in your own car? I'm pretty sure they had no hand in this. This is all on you, hun. All on you. My life hasn't been the same since the 11th of 12th, 2021. What are you on about? And they need to and they need to pay for that. Let me know if you're an attorney and want in on this. I'm sorry, Karen, but I doubt anyone is stupid enough to want to help you sue a petrol station because you as a person put in the wrong petrol yourself. Doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't get this at all. I thought I was stupid, but nope. This review leaving Karen who hadn't even been to the restaurant they left a review for. So obviously the Karen has put in 1 out of 5 stars and they said it's trash. You can see it from the response what type of establishment it is. And then the response from the owner says, you've never been to my restaurant. You left a review because you lost an internet argument with my family member on Facebook. You are a sad, pathetic human being and just know we feel bad for you. Oh, you got called out for having an argument with a family member. At your big age, you really need to go on the internet to fight with people you don't even know. Or you probably knew them, but like, and then was it really necessary to trash their freaking restaurant? These Karens are going out of their way to make everyone's lives a misery. And it's probably working at this rate. It really bloody is. Okay. Cool. The lighting should do. The lighting should suffice. This Karen who got free money and still complained. Why would you complain about free money? If that was me, I know for a fact I would take my free money and shut up. It's the principle that matters. Have you ever been to a restaurant that does not give you the change when you pay with cash? My bill was $47.20. I gave the waitress $100 and she only gave me back $53. I called over the manager, which was our waitress. She said we don't usually carry change. I told her to give my $100 back and I'll pay with a credit card. 80 cents would not kill me, but it's the principle. If they do this to everyone that pays cash over a year, that could be a lot of money in their pocket. Okay, so she's basically complaining about paying, which makes no sense. And then someone in the comment goes, I'd redo your math. Right, let's work this out. Okay, I mean, I failed maths, but we've got to work this out somehow because I want to know if they're right or wrong in this. So, the bill was $47.20, but she gave the waitress $100. So if you do 100, take away 47, then 50, 20. Okay, so she was originally meant to get $52.80 back, but she got an extra 20 cents, which then rounded that up to $53. Why are you complaining about free money? Why? Like, I understand that if they don't carry change, they can't give you the exact certain amount. Just shut up and take what you get. Don't get it. At least we know she probably failed her maths as well. This Karen who decided it's outrageous that we should have to look at cars with such a low Kelly Blue Book value. I have no clue what that means, but I'm assuming this Karen's gonna complain about cars. Older model car parked on local streets. Can someone do something about this? I've tried the police and blank office to no avail. We pay a lot of money to live in this neighborhood. It's outrageous that we should have to look at cars with such a low Kelly Blue Book value. Is she complaining about the fact that there's cars parked on a street where she can see? She's seriously complaining about that. I understand if it's an ugly car and you probably don't want to see it, but like, it's not really doing anything apart from just being parked there. Is that really such an issue for you? I'd understand if it went through your freaking living room window, but I doubt it's done that. As you said, it's parked on your local street, but I just don't understand what the issue is. I'm pretty sure she wants to see a bloody Lamborghini in front of her house, but I doubt that's what she's ever gonna see. Unless she's rich enough to buy one herself. Anyway, moving on. This Karen who literally modified a roadway. Good morning, neighbours. Following up on the speeds in the neighbourhood, I placed a speed bump where Stone Point connects to Jade Lane. There is currently a stop sign that a few tend to obey. This is a 10 to 50 miles per hour speed bump. Hopefully this will serve as a reminder. I placed a note with my name, address and phone. If the city or law enforcement has an issue, I'd be happy to discuss it with them or anyone that can debate why this is a problem in a logical fashion. Would it be better if it was someone's child there instead? It's a bit morbid, isn't it? Leave 2 minutes early and just drive normally. Really, it's not that difficult. I'm no road person, but from this picture, that speed bump looks really, really small. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks tiny that I feel like people can easily like avoid it by just swerving and just going around it. I just have a feeling no one's gonna want to go for that. It's so small. Do you know what I mean? It's such a small speed bump. People can easily avoid that. I mean, she's trying, but just leave it to the professionals and people and the law enforcement. If they feel like if they need to put a speed bump there, they'll do it themselves. Okay? You don't need to interfere. This Karen who was upset that their knife worked. What do you mean if okay. This is a review on a kitchen knife. 1 out of 5 stars. Do not buy. We bought these as a Christmas present for my daughter and her partner. She gets cut herself so many times so she will not use them anymore. Her partner used one tonight and ended up in hospital with a bad cut. I am reporting these to health and safety as they should not be sold as they are dangerous. It's a knife. It's a bloody knife. What do you expect? Anything so pathetic in my life, okay? It's a knife. You're the one who's in control. They don't control themselves, okay? They don't just magically appear in your hand and just start slashing things, okay? You're the one who's in control of these knives. It's your daughter and your partner who just probably don't know how to operate a knife, for God's sake. This Karen who was mad over 0.01 inch. I feel like a lot of people would be mad about that. Anyway, moving on. So she's rated it 1 out of 5 stars, not as described. Isn't as described, supposed to be 8 times 10, but it's more like 8 times 10.01, so it's 0.01 over what it is described as. Because of this, it doesn't fit in any 8x10 picture frame, rendering my purchase useless. Very disappointed. Why couldn't she just like bother to cut it? Like, would that not be like the logical thing to do? Do you know what I mean? Do you really need to make a massive deal out of this? I bought these because I do paintings on them, and without realizing my statement above, I had to cut some off in order for it to fit into a frame, so I can't necessarily return because there would be a 9/10. Okay, so this woman's complaining about getting a glass frame that she can paint on, and it's just 0.01 inch over. This is actually really, really sad. Is this what it's come to? Is this what your lives have come to, that you need to just complain about everything? I thought the knife lady was worse, but no, this is much more stupid. This Karen who was angry at people for locking their car doors. Okay, Karen doesn't want your beep 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 mother. Stop locking your cars after 8 p.m. Hear me out. Some of us have small children and would appreciate it if you'd lock your car with the beep beep noise before 8 p.m. If it's not an option, then at least disarm the beep beep noise from under your hood. I've heard from numerous neighbours, myself included, it's unwanted and unneeded. Once you park your car, lock it and be done. It's not an all-night routine unless you're coming to my home to put my children back to sleep or hiding your drugs in your car. I already have one neighbour under my radar for drugs and another for tax evasion, so I will call the police if it continues. Have some respect. There are families that live here. We are a community. Thanks. Edit. I'm glad to see some of us have came together to recognise and understand it's an issue here in our community. Is she being serious? Like, the fact that, like, the beep beep noise coming from your car is just, it doesn't, why? I don't even know. Unless it's, like, super loud, then fair enough. Or if someone was constantly doing it, also fair enough. But if it's just a one-time thing and it's past 8 p.m, just get a grip. Just get a grip. I seriously doubt it's really triggering your children. I don't think it's waking them up that much. All right, we've got one last one. I had to make this a quick video because I've got places to be and food to eat before I go to that place. I'm going bowling, so wish me luck. And finally, this Karen who was for some reason personally offended by a dinosaur statue. I'm not surprised at this point. Karen and the dinosaur. Please help, this McDonald's has this dinosaur and refuses to move it. This is in Tucson, Arizona. Call the manager and demand the removal of this blasphemy. Blasphemy? How's this? Okay, their phone is blank, they're located at blank. It's a pretty cool dinosaur if you look at it. If that's really scaring you, then sorry Karen, I haven't got much hope for you, love. You're a grown woman and you're getting scared at statues. If it's scaring like multiple children, then fair enough, but again, even children at their age are freaking gobsmacked by the sight of a dinosaur. So you're just taking the fun away from everyone here. But anyway, that's the end of today's video. So if you did like today's video, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!